Okay, let's start again. That was without sound. I'm sorry. Welcome to this weekly and monthly webinar. We're going to go through entries, stop losses, and targets for the entire month of February. I believe that this is better than day trading because technically you can just enter one trade and you're good to go. So, my name is Ewinningstrategy. I'm a forex trader and an economist. I'm here to help you and I'm here to guide you. And together we're going to analyze charts for the month of February. Also, trading forex is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Past performance is not indicative of future results. And this webinar does not contain any investment advice and should not be indicated to do so. I know there is no sound. At least you're here. I'm thankful for that. I know. So what actually happens? I have in the software there is different layers. One is without sound, so you can just see my face. I'm here, but I didn't have a sound, so I forgot to change to this with the charts on. Yeah, things happens. That's all. That's everything. So we're good to go. Which pair do you want me to start with? I see we have a couple of people here. Maybe people I don't know about before. But if you're here, please please say hello. Maybe where you're from, and of course, what kind of pairs do you want me to cover? I will start with the ones that was on Facebook. I have a Facebook page, Ewinningstrategy Forex Trader on Facebook. I also have an Instagram Telegram group where I posted that same question, and I got pound, USD, USD CAD, and oil and gold. So I will go through pound. As you guys jump in, we will go through them one by one. So, pound USD, where are we? What are we going? What have we done? First of all, in my system, this is monthly pivot points, okay? Freely available. I'm not going to tell you where I found it because it's so easy. Just Google. That's kind of how difficult it was to find them. This is manually imported. I have done this whole day. I have been moving it from the MT4 whole day. So I woke up at 9 a.m. and I was done maybe half an hour ago. Everything for you. So this is the monthly, and within here we have those small boxes. We have the weekly. Okay. So for pound USD, it hasn't really been respecting the monthlies for the past month. It did respect it in November. Didn't really quite catch it in October, but give or take, it does. But you can see here, for example, can you see that? You can see it here, for example, where we have a respect goes below, it respects it again. So what I wanted to tell you is that I use these monthly trades, these pivots, in great length in my trading. So when price is high, that doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to continue higher. I will then make two plans. Okay. Ranju, not Ragu, from Kenya. Please cover gold. Newton Ranju. Karibu sana. I've never seen you here before, so thank you for coming. I'm actually very thankful, very humble for every one of you who is here right now. Okay? And the best thing we can do today together is when this live is over, we go back to the comment section and we comment on how we think this live was in the comment section when it's done. YouTube loves that. I love that. That would be amazing. So what I wanted to say was plan A and plan B. So another thing is you have to be a buyer or a seller for the entire year of 2020. Are you a buyer of gold, of pound? Are you a seller of gold? So for the sellers who has already decided we're going to sell it, now we have a very good Hi Rita, I can see you called Jenga, so I know you're I know you're Kenyan. My deep friend called Edward Jenga, so yeah. Karibu sana. Then we have for sellers, this is a good setup kind of a thing. This is a good starting point. What do we want? We want resistance. First of all, we want resistance. Is that resistance? Is that resistance? Is it broken above? Well, maybe, maybe not. We shall see. If it just continues higher, then we have plan B. So for plan A, you want some kind of reversal patterns. How does reversal patterns look like? It looks like something like this. Either in smaller time frame, mostly 1 hour. So can we find anything that looks like it? Well, here we have something of it, and then it goes back up again. New low, comes back up, goes down again. Same thing here, okay? Do we have it? We can't see that. I guess that's behind my face. This one, for example, comes down. No, that was the wrong one. Comes down, goes up, goes down, goes up again, then pulls back, then goes up, okay? So that's, now we have identified the pattern we want to look for. Every single time, nothing is going without it. Then, if not, if it just continues higher, it doesn't reverse like that. So the whole point is it has to make a low, it has to make this, then pull back. If it just goes sideways, it doesn't matter. It has to make a low and pull back before we can do anything. If it continues higher, then we will do the same thing up here before 15th of February. If it happens, if price happens to hit 134-ish before 15th, then we can look for the same pattern, okay? Straightforward, nothing else. Now, how do you now enter? First of all, you have to have a stop loss of at least 50. Okay, so where's at least 50? At least 50 is up here, and then I would maybe say 100. Then you should have not more risk than 1%. How much is that? Per $100 in your account, you don't risk more than $1 and 5% in a month. That's $5. That's basically your whole account if you have less than 100. Fine. But if this doesn't happen, we do the same thing up here, but a bit more cautious. For buyers, what we do want to see? The same thing, but more like we want to see price coming back to 131,200. It can go down to 130.90. I don't like that at all, but that's definitely possible. Target is 133.20. Yeah. But if you're a seller, you would love it to come down, and you also want to come down, and target should be maybe around 29 for the first week, and then pulls back up, and then you take it down to at least 129,200, maybe lower than that. Okay? That's those two. Any questions about that? Did I cover it fully? Extensively? What are we doing right now? Right now we have a breakout kind of a situation. We have clear resistance. If you are a buyer, you should not buy it here. You should wait for 31.50, 30.90 between that area here. That's when you can take it up, and off we go. 50 pips stop loss or more. Gold. Somebody wanted me to do gold, and now I know many people would like me when I do gold, so we should do gold. Because there was one saying gold. Who said gold? Okay, I can see gold right now, but yeah, Newton said. Okay, let's do gold. How do we want gold to do? What do we want to see in gold? First of all, if we've gone through the past 3 years, for the past 3 years, it has actually reversed around 1st of February. So that's my bias. Does it mean that it doesn't go higher? That there is no guarantee of that, but we can look for it. And then our monthly price is 15.98. Our weekly price is 15.87. So in this area, we want to look for double top, lower low, lower high. Same thing every time again. Can this be the first high in this pattern? Yes. Also, very important, we hit weekly target. We have already crushed monthly target. What does that mean? That means when the buyers you want to get out of the market is already taking profit. What does that mean? That means if they take profit in a buy position, the price goes down. Woohoo! Then, as the buyers want to get out their second half of their position, price goes back up again. Now is crunching time, because if they now take profit again, here we are, making this high and making this new low because they took profit and most of them are out, comes back up again, you drive it up again, and you sell it like you normally do. Is there any contrarily bias to this? Other than I want it to go down, it has previously gone down, maybe now they fears more out of the market because they claimed in Thailand there is there might be what do you call it? There might be medical terms. There might be drugs that you can take against the coronavirus. It was AIDS medicine and normal flu medicine. Worked for one patient in Thailand, and she felt much better. Maybe, maybe not. That could potentially let the risk emotions go away. That's what's driving it right now. If that goes away, this one falls. That's what we're hoping for, right? So is currently at resistance, is currently at around monthly sell, weekly sell. I will say good. It's a good for a buy. It's good for a sell. Is it a good place to buy? No, not at all. And by the way, if you want to go to one of my videos in early December or November, I said end of trend 1st of February. There was a video, I think, I don't know, maybe it's around 31st of November, maybe. I said this, or 8th. I said this in December, end of trend 1st of February. Now we're coming into the fruits, so there's nothing else to see than that. Can you buy it up here? No, you cannot. That's why I'm not discussing it. Okay? We're moving on. Any other questions around gold that you want me to cover? For USD CAD, this seemed to be a very powerful combination. Even though we are in a strong up move, very, very good. This seems to be very powerful. This happened before. It has happened before. It has happened before. Meaning that whenever it ends the month and a new week is a sell price, it is really, really setting up for a new low. So we will do the same again. We'll go down to 1 hour. We will look for something of a double top, lower low, lower high. Can we say that that's a double top? Well, we can. That's that, but then we also need a new low, pull back, then we can take it lower. Can you buy it up here? No, you cannot. I would greatly say no, there is nothing to buy up here. If you're already in a buy position, you're all good. Target for sellers is for this week 31.40. Aussie USD, I can do Aussie USD. I'm just doing USD CAD oil, and then we'll go to Aussie USD, okay? Do you say it Arcad? Eugene? How do you say your name? You have to tell me in a voice message so I can pronounce it correctly. I really want to pronounce people's names correctly, because when I go to Kenya, people cannot call me by my name. They call me something around Iwind or Evind or I don't know, something else. So I really want to say your name correctly, so please send me a voice message of how you say your name. Selling is, that's what I believe this would do. Buyers, nope. Maybe we can go through the week, maybe on Monday or Tuesday, maybe this continues higher. Well, okay, 32.96 is the target for this week. And yeah, just let it ride if you're already a buyer. Keep your stop loss to break even, you're all good to go. We are other people, we have 50 pip stop loss, at least, yeah. Then we'll see what happens. But also bear in mind, CAD is weak. Weak. Yeah. Fundamentally. So this is not the one that I want you to buy. No sell. But no matter what, we'll keep moving. Targets, yeah, true. Targets is around 129 maybe, back to 129,500. And if you're going to buy it up, 133.94. For gold, that was 1504 up to 1646. It all depends what you are. For oil, this to me looks like we're going to go up. First of all, we have a very strong sold oil. We also are back to very clear resistance. Okay? Very clear resistance. Even though it has come back to it, it has always gone up from this place. Then we have the monthly target being hit for both buyers and sellers. We have the weekly target being hit. We have the monthly entry for February. We have the weekly entry for February. I don't have any more reasons for it to go up. And if it falls, okay. I'm not into it, but I just see reasons for it to go up. Okay? Are we good on that? Then how do we play this one? This one is interesting. How do we say need to make a new high? Do we need to make a double bottom? Then high? Then you buy it again? We could see something of a more round bottom, like what happened on the Euro USD. I will show that later on a 1 hour. So maybe back up to this area, coming back down, maybe not as much as this, maybe back to this price here. Then we can buy it back up. If it really extends above this high, then we're good to buy it again. I want this price to move up. I want oil to move up before I do anything. If it starts moving lower, I'm not interested in it. Okay. So for oil, this is the monthly entry. This is the weekly entry. And since we moved so far, pivots has become quite great. But do you think it will go up to 66 again? I really strongly believe that maybe by March we can be up there again. I mean end of March, so maybe 2 months up to 66. If this just continues lower, I don't believe it will. Maybe it will make a pullback and then it can make it lower. But technically, fundamentally, a price back at 50 will make Saudi Arabia kick in because they don't want a low price. 50 is really a round price where things can start getting bullish again. So if this price goes down to 50, yeah, okay, I can see that, but I believe that we're kicking in this week. Are we good on that? So 55 could be kind of this first move here, but a more likely target should be 58 before it can sell again, and overall 66 maybe by the end of March. Okay? If you want to sell it, by the way, you want a pullback minimally up to here. That's around 57.5. That's where you want to pull back. Can you say that's also a pullback place? Okay, so first of all, maybe take a shot at 55. or 57.5 if you want to sell it. But I don't believe that right now. Aussie USD. Where are we now? Yeah. So I have been discussing this with my friend today, and this can fall further. First of all, this one can fall further. No jokes about that. But can you see this clear support here? So oil is on clear support. Aussie USD is on clear support. Is New Zealand dollar as well at clear support? Yeah, okay. I can give that some kind of support. Yeah. UK oil is also at clear support. So that means that those buyers have now gotten, first of all, weekly target, monthly target has been hit. So the big boys, the bigger move trend move traders should have taken profit or should take profit now. That doesn't mean that they will do it. It just makes it more likely that they do it. Second of all, there is a interest rate decision at around 4 a.m. my time on Tuesday night. So we have Monday, then Tuesday night, then there will be a interest rate decision. I think it was 86% priced into the market that there is no change, but also the RMB has been talking about cutting if the market doesn't improve, if the economy doesn't improve. Well, this is all based of China fear, this move. So you have to write down this is because of the coronavirus and how China is really developing. But also, is this overextended? That's really my question. Fundamentally for USD, we have also the coronavirus that makes it strong. But even though euro and pound rose on Friday, this just continued to fall. So it's not USD. This is just Aussie moving alone by itself. So what that really makes me think is that this is the monthly price target. This is the weekly price target. They should now be overextended. And what really happens? There's a thing that I want to tell you about. When you see a monkey or someone else who is trying to reach for an apple, do you know what happens when you're like, we just reach, and you just take it on? Like if you really will go into the trees and you really catch that mango, then it falls back. This is in reverse, where you extend the losses. In the end, they will start getting afraid of their profits. They will now start taking their profits because, I don't like this being so far down. I don't know when other people are going to take profit, but I know we're getting into somewhere where we want to take profits. This is the market condition that I'm talking about, where we're starting getting afraid for our profits. Then we'll do as we will always do, double bottom, higher high, higher low, higher high. That's the only way I will go into this market. I also have a hunch that because it's our interest rate decision on Tuesday, Aussie USD is going to try to go high before selling it again. Second of all, there is NFP on Friday that we have bigger traders. They don't want to be in a volatile market, so they want to take their profit ahead of the NFP, so they're not in the NFP. Okay, really important information. So I believe this one's going up. Same thing, 50 pips stop loss. And if it falls, it falls, but you cannot sell here, so I'm not going to set you up for a sell. But if you really want to sell, I should say that 68.50 is a place to start selling again, but not down here. Target could be down to, at least for the month, 65.100. For this week, it's just 66.20, 63.20. but that also says that the first entry should not be above 67.50. Well, I think that's too low. So anything above up to 68.50 is a better place to start selling again. Or clear support here. Yeah, again. So either 68.50 or 68.200. Yeah, that's a much better place to start looking for a sell. 50 pips stop loss in all cases. Targets has been said. Buyers are going up to 70.20. What else? Euro Aussie. I haven't prepared Euro Aussie, and I feel like Euro Aussie is just like, if you're a trader and you're like, if I really want to be late, which pair do I pick? That means Euro Aussie and Pound Aussie. Because this is gone. This is entirely gone. I'm not saying you're a bad trader because you're suggesting Euro Aussie. Maybe you want to sell it. But so far, there's nothing stopping this train unless it starts taking profit. There's nothing in this chart that tells me they're going to take profit at the moment. But maybe if Aussie starts thinking, I want to get strong again, then it can fall down again. But right now, at this very, very moment, okay, it has done this before again. But do you think it will stop? Do you think it will stop here or here? That's 200 pips possibility area of where it can reverse. I don't know where it's reversing. Maybe it's just reversing here at 166. So for buyers, this is nothing. For sellers, this is nothing. Unless it makes a reversal of double top. But also when you're stretching so far, what is likely going to happen again, as I said about Aussie USD, when it just goes up, it falls back down again. Yeah, that's my technical analysis of this. Fundamentally, it's doing okay, but also generally it's sideways. So this is not necessarily a pair that would make my dollars millions on. It's just right now we have a difference in strong and weak currency. As you can see, it didn't happen last year. It actually did reverse. It actually fell in January. This year it rose, and then it kind of went sideways. So it's kind of one time in a year it does this. So when you're not in it, there's nothing for you. Is there anything else you wanted to cover? People? Did you get any value from this? Did you understand anything new? Have I given you any ideas? Have I talked you out of ideas? If so, I would love you to come back to this video when it is done, to comment in the comment section what you have learned, because I really want you to learn. If nobody says anything about learning anything, have I really made sense? Somebody says it's difficult to understand me. Well, I must say I might be a confused person, but I feel like I tell things very clear. Though you have to tell me if I'm not clear with you, then I can explain you in a much more sensible way. So for New Zealand dollar, as we talked about earlier as well, some yens. Okay, I can use some yens. That's okay. I'm just doing fast on New Zealand dollar. Monthly buy, weekly buy. Target did not hit for the month for New Zealand, so it's quite interesting. But it's a clear support. I believe this is going to go up. 50 pips stop loss, and take your stop losses when you should. Okay. Sellers, where should you engage? You should engage where the monthly is. Yens, Aussie yen maybe, Euro yen, CAD yen. We are making losses. As I also want to suggest for my friend, I'm not going to take credit for this one, but Aussie Swiss is at the lowest it's ever been. Okay, is at its lowest as it's ever been. Though this was a nice monthly setup. Also yen. Monthly, weekly buy. Take profit for the month was already up here. Do I think it's going to come back up here? Yeah, it can. So 73.5 is really the first challenge for it to fall again. But it definitely needs a pullback in some sort. It doesn't have to, but that's your plan. And if it falls further, we don't bother to do anything about it. Okay? I think that's quite good. Look for a buy. Reversal. A double bottom. What's a double bottom? That's a double bottom. Higher high, higher low. Boom. You're done. Target is 74, 73.5. 73.5, 74. Well, just look at it. Newton says I'm very clear and very educative. Thank you. Thumbs up. Yeah. Also, yeah, that's what I think. But though I am shorting yen's pairs fundamentally. So this is just short term, okay? And I don't know where we're going this month because I really wanted to be up here for this month now, like it was at sell price. I would have been a much better space. Then it would be clear sell. Right now we are a bit low for sells, so I won't take it. But you can buy it if you want, if you're a buyer. Clear and square. CAD yen is interestingly not bearish enough. Like Aussie yen was way shorter than this one, but I can say that. Look for the same thing again. Is this boring? Just looking for the same pattern every single time. You know, it's here, double top, lower low. That's the same. Pull back. That's the same. Target 2. Okay, that's the same thing that I do every single time. Double bottom, higher high. Same thing, same thing, same thing. Okay, let's go back to CAD. CAD is fundamentally bearish because it was a bearish comment about the CAD last time. So I don't really believe it is in a good space at the moment because of the central bank manager's comment. I can't remember the name at the moment. So that's really what you have to do. Read central bank summaries. Really makes you a better trader. Have you done that? And I did a poll once and 80% said that they haven't. So if you want to become a better trader, you just really read central bank reports. It gives you much insights and gives you a clear path where you should go with your trading. Okay? That together with technical analysis for the last 5 years for that month, you have quite strong bias, things you can do. For euro yen, we have price did not hit monthly target, but it's been ranging sideways. I also think that this one should go higher before falling again, but I'm really willing and able at 121.500 for euro yen. But so far, I really wanted to make a new move up before we do anything to it. I think that's just the best way for everything. Okay? Yeah, I don't know why it went sideways though, but it should have gone up. So this euro yen, yeah. Fundamentally, I don't know what am I, buyer, seller, buyer? I think I'm buyer in euro, by the way. I want this to go better. Euros are in a very different fashion because of SAR. Is there any South Africans here? And I believe you had like a rate cut the other day or something. That's why Eurozar has been going up. And I only sell Eurozar, by the way. So as you can see here, sell, 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 and now maybe to sell again. I don't know. I don't like this price action where it's just ragingly crazy going up. Not crazy, fast going up. So I really think I should pass this time around, see what it does. There's nothing worse than having this kind of a move and you're trying to sell it. And I'm not going to be standing in front of the train. So yeah, I will let it pass. But that's really where you would. So that's where it actually started. It started out in the monthly buy, target, doom, boom. But I'm a seller. And as I said, not my trade. For those who took it, congratulations. Did we do New Zealand yen? Same thing as New Zealand. Yeah, dollar is at resistance, no support. It's a support, monthly entry, weekly entry. This is doomed to go up. 50 pip stop loss. So right now I have given you a lot of entries. I have given you a lot of information that I am as a trader. Many years ago we were like, how are you possibly thinking this? Okay? But I'm telling you right now where to take profit, where to enter, and where not to enter. Are you a buyer? Are you a seller? Doesn't matter to me as long as you're one of them. You have to go back in this video and maybe see where of those who have forgotten to publish where the to say where the target is. Maybe we should go back in this video. But other than that, I really hope you have enjoyed this webinar. I really hope you tell to your friends what great things that I've told you about. Because nothing is better for me than I'm helping others. And by the way, we're doing this for free, right? And how do you help others? By telling others that this is alive, this is happening. There is actually people out there making money in January. Well, I'm one of them. Did I make money in 2019? I made money in 2019. Did I make money in 2018? I made money in 2018. Yearly. So, during this system, day out, day in, and some weeks I don't even trade for 3 weeks because it didn't go my way. Doesn't matter to me because I let price comes to me, setups come to me, not the opposite. I really hope I'm inspiration to you to become better, that there is out there is possibility to become a better trader. I was alone when I was a trader. I never had any friends that I was trading. Now we have a Telegram group. Now we have a Facebook group. I have friends all around me that is trading Forex. This is a great opportunity for you to become even better. So stay safe. Don't risk money you cannot afford to lose. And yeah, thank you for joining.